left off with good goaltending. That's where we're going to start with this segment. Good goaltending. Andrew Hammond, the Hamburglar, I guess he strikes again. He's been phenomenal. The team has kind of bounced back. They found some rejuvenation because not only has he done great, but in turn you're starting to see Erik Karlsson play the way he has during his Norris Trophy days. You look at the way the team has kind of rallied and all of a sudden sit about 5 points out of a wild card spot, which nobody, I don't think, in their right mind would have thought. Do you feel that Andrew Hammond can lead the Senators to postseason spot?
I think it's scary if you're going to have a rookie and think that's going to happen. Like his 10-0-1 record, I don't know if you can keep that going for the last 12 games, especially when every other team is pushing for that final playoff spot as well. So I have a hard time putting that much on a rookie's shoulders and saying, go perform, go steal this many games. We need 5 points. Go steal another 10 wins. That's what they're probably going to need to beat, Boston or even catch up in the Atlantic as well.
I think your point about the rest of the guys playing well now is the point that really needs to emphasize. It's not up to Andrew Hammond to steal these points. Mm-hmm. It is up to him to play well, and I think he's given the team confidence. To bring it back to the Junior A level, the biggest acquisition the Bonnieville Pontiacs to me made all year was bringing in Troy Tremblay. It was after they brought in Troy Tremblay that they go on that 20-game streak of no regulation losses. The team all of a sudden has the confidence that if they give up an odd man rush, if they give up an opportunity, the goaltender's going to be there to make a save. And right now, Andrew Hammond is giving the rest of his team confidence. Plus, you got to love this story. I mean, he's a Junior A guy, played in Surrey, played in Vernon, went off to college. I mean, locally, that's why you go to the Civic Center. It's why you go to the RJ Lalonde Arena to watch these guys play, and they'll eventually end up in the NHL, and they become great stories like Andrew Hammond right now. It's fantastic to watch, and I'm loving it.
Talk about something that's young, fantastic, dynamic, possibly the Blue Jays.
Sure.
The rotation, why not? Because I know they lost Marco Stroman, who's a big piece, who was going to be their ace this year. But you still have other guys who could fit the role. They have a lot of people in their system, and particularly you look at Sanchez, being one of those kids, Alex Sanchez, who could fit in. You have Drew Hutchison, another guy who's got great arms, or a great arm. Do you see that there is some optimism within the Jays rotation going into 2015, despite a lot of things, despite being hurt by sprinkler or a bump practice,
yes.
or I guess a sneezing,
right?
Can they actually be competitive with the young rotation they have?
I'm looking forward to the more injuries. That's what I want to see. I mean, what else? I mean, can we go through the whole? I mean, the Simpsons episode where they have the softball team and the guys get gigantism, and Steve Sachs gets arrested for every murder charge in New York City, and someone has to beat up Barney, and they get kicked off the team. Wade Boggs has got to shave his sideburns and finally gets kicked off. I mean, it's just comical watching what has been going on in spring training so far. And yeah, I mean, does it hurt Marcus Stroman? Yeah, of course it does. But I think, to me, what I'm excited about is that now there's no question that Mr. Sanchez is going to be your closer or going to be in your bullpen. Nah, throw him in the rotation. I wanted to see what this kid could do as a starting pitcher, and whether it'll work out, I don't know, but I know that that's what I'm cheering for as a fan, as a guy who roots for the team and really has no invested interest in the club besides that. Yeah, it would be fun to see, and I hope that he can come out and be the dominant performer that people say that down the road he's going to be. Let's see if he can do it this year, and let's throw in Daniel Norris's name as well. He lives in a van. That's awesome. Let's throw him on a mound and see if he can pitch. This is great. I mean, the storylines are great. Would we love to see playoff baseball in Toronto and all that good stuff that goes along with it and make this team a contender? Yeah. Would we like to see it with the kids and have them make this team a contender? How much fun would that be?
That's what they need, especially with guys, not just from the pitching rotation, but Jose Bautista's getting older. You look at R.A. Dickey, he's in his 40s. He's going to be gone by the wayside soon enough. It'd be nice to bring these young guys.
It gives them an opportunity, and that's what I think the Blue Jays need, opportunity from their young guys to come up, and you don't know what these guys are going to do. Are they going to be the lights-out picture you probably want? It might be a season or two away from that, but at least you're getting them in. You're getting them more reps. They're not struggling behind veterans who maybe aren't going to be the people that you actually need. Like Dickey might be gone soon. Like you look at some of these guys who might move on. They have to start nurturing those prospects they have and stop. You can't play minor ball all your life. You got to play majors sometime. And these guys have experience. Put them in, see what happens. Like there's nothing worse that could happen. I think everything's happening in spring training. So what else you might as well play some real baseball.
You're already at the bottom.
Yeah,
might as well go up. Sky's the limit. How about this though? I want to ask you this: the AFC East is very, very challenging, at least for 2015, and the Patriots are going to hate it. That's according to Rex Ryan. And fair to say, as much as I'm not a big Rex Ryan fan, and I think he's annoying, I think he's on point with this one. You look at the moves that the Buffalo Bills have made. Rex Ryan coming in, solidifying their defense with their signings. They pick up other guys like LaShawn McCoy and Percy Harvin. You look at Miami getting bigger with Dominic Sue. You look at, as well as the Jets picking up Brandon Marshall, all that other stuff. Do you guys see the AFC East a challenge for the Patriots, or are they still the top dog in that AFC East?
I think they're still the top. You can't ever take away a Super Bowl winner as not the top dog, but now there's some competition finally in that. It's not a cakewalk anymore. Like you're not going to expect the Patriots to be going 12-4, or there might actually be a 9-6 winner. Like I'd love that, but they're no longer, I guess, the powerhouse. But it's still Brady and Belichick in New England, and I'd put my money on them. I can't put my money behind Buffalo just yet. I have to wait for some games to happen first.
I don't know. There's the articles, and I don't understand why we focus so much on the decision making or the thought process of Rex Ryan based solely on his tattoos. I mean, how do we put any faith in what this guy thinks? I mean,
well, he's changing that Mark Sanchez
exactly
jersey into
good.
I think maybe it was EJ Manuel. Who knows? It'll
be somebody. I mean, it's all fun, right? Until they start playing games, and then it'll be really interesting. But I think, like you say, Belichick, Brady. It's not like they're sitting around not paying attention to what's happening in the offseason. They know exactly the PSI of every football around. The attention to detail that much that they know exactly what's happening, and they'll be prepared, and they'll be ready to come out, and Tom Brady's a Super Bowl champ for a reason.
How about this? Tim Tebow, starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. It could happen because it looks like Tim Tebow has now, well, he's not signed a contract, but is trying out for a team that has Mark Sanchez as their quarterback, has Sam Bradford, who's coming off an ACL injury, who's still rehabbing. Can Tim Tebow work in Chip Kelly's offense?
No, what? Why not? Why not? It's Chip Kelly. As an Oregon fan, I still have a man crush on Chip Kelly. The guy's fantastic. He can make anything work. Sam Bradford's already done his job for the year. He got DeMarco Murray to come to town. And so, why not? Didn't this guy win a playoff game for Denver?
He finished 10-6.
That's not bad.
In his first season as a starting quarterback.
And then, he kind of got shuffled around a little bit.
And it looks like he's fixed up his mechanics. So, Andrew, would you still give him a chance?
I know. It's been like 3 years since he's played. How many years has it been since that 10-6 glorious season? He hasn't played.
So just keep wheeling Mark Sanchez.
How's that any different from any undrafted kid or a walk-on?
How's he any different?
Yeah, how is that
first round
different?
selection. That's he doesn't have an arm for sure. We all know that. He cannot throw the football. If anyone disagrees with that, clearly you haven't.
He's trying to fix that. But maybe to your point, Chip Kelly is known as a guy who's a offensive tinker. He's a guy who likes to throw in a little bit in terms of trick plays, you name it. That suits Tim Tebow, because Tim Tebow is a definite athlete. You would agree with that, right?
I'd give him that, but my problem with that is that you need a starter to be, in my philosophy of being a quarterback, you want the same guy in there. You don't want to play, it's trick play time, throw Tebow in, because then the other team knows, okay, something's coming, we have to prepare for some kind of trick. That's why that didn't work for the Jets. They throw him in there, he's going to run. It's some kind of trick play. I think you need a quarterback in there who can do it all and not have to tinker with your offense to try and figure, okay, this is a specialty play for this player, and that's what he's used for. Because eventually, by a couple weeks, it's not gonna work. Defenses are too smart now.
If you're looking at Mark Sanchez as your alternative, why wouldn't you give the guy a shot? I mean, to me, I'd roll him out there long before I'd ever consider Mark Sanchez, and no matter how many hot dogs he's eating on the sidelines. I mean,
Sanchez played pretty well last year.
Yeah,
let's remember this.
So now you're going to give some love to Mark Sanchez? You're not going to give some
Sanchez
love or potential love to
No, I won't
Tim
give
Tebow?
love to
Right.
Tebow.
Oh,
I don't.
man.
Well, he played behind Sanchez in New England or for the Jets, so he's going to play the same behind. No. No.
All right, on that
Tim
note.
Tebow needs to go away.
On that note, we're going to have to go away just for a few moments. We're going to return with Over Under next.